Hello everybody, welcome to whatever day it's meant to be. I must absolutely confess I have not done this properly for a wee while. I've had a very busy week and it's been my week off of work, yes, which has been fab. So I've actually just been eating a lot and enjoying the finer things of life. So unfortunately I have completely fallen off the wagon with this whole fitness thing, which is a bit rubbish really because it was meant to be Fitness January. I do apologise, back with it now. Today, just loading up in the background, we have Racket Sports. If I just turn that off. There we go, ta-da! This was a launch move title. Dealing just basically with racket sports, to be honest. You can have two methods of play basically. Your normal one is just a normal swinging around. Your advanced option means that you can do risky shots whilst holding a trigger button at the back, which means that you can technically proper smack it one. But it does mean that you have much more chance of that than being overpowered and flying out everywhere. So anyway, on this game you've got exhibition, just your normal one-off matches, career. That's not what I asked for. Online, 1 or 2 players, party mode where you've got people locally, friendly tournament, friendly championship, training, blah blah blah. Anyway, let's go into career. The racket sports, you've got a tennis, badminton, squash, beach tennis and table tennis. We'll do a quick bit of each one in turn. So, what I find with this game is that the AI starts off really tough, and then actually after a while then becomes impossible with the final match, so that you always finish second on a tournament. We'll soon see how, kick my shoes off, worthwhile this will be. Okay, so collaborated. What? Fail already? As you can see, it tracks with the yellow marker kind of where you're going to go. The only problem with all of these tennis games is that obviously you're not walking anywhere. Oh, hit that one a bit dodgy. So I find with these, oh, isn't going very well. I normally find with these things is that you have to keep hitting left to right so that you can make sure that, like that, hurrah, so that you can actually win. It becomes a match of doing that. When it goes a bit wonky, that's when I've hit it with the tip of mine, because I don't know if you can see it, but if I twist this around, can you see? If I hold it straight up, you can see the back to the middle. I go like that, and it knows, and it can move things around. That is actually quite clever. How it knows and does that. Come on. Oh. tiddler. See, now that was a trigger one.
Game, land sheet.
Mwah.
0-15.
Yeah, I don't imagine that this is going to get me very far on the whole fitness front. Now we're in it. Now we're in it.
Game, immovable.
Woo! Now, I've only been doing backhanders so far, but obviously when you serve you go overhead. It can track that as well. The only thing I do find with this game is that sometimes with the view that it gives you, sometimes, I don't know if it's just me, but I seem to hit the ball occasionally a bit too early. And it doesn't like that. It seems to be one of those games that prefers you to be slightly later on what you hit. If there's a tip for anything on here. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. You can vaguely tell the person where to go by going left and right, but on the move controller, but it's very hit and miss as to whether it does it or not. Bugger.
0-40.
I'm being mauled. Probably just as well so I can get through all 5 moves, but there we go. No, see what I mean with early.
Game, set, match, land sheet.
She's not impressed. I'm not impressed. Never mind. Still got an outfit. This game does seem to like to reward you with pointless outfits and different like costumey like brackets and stuff. They do nothing to change your performance at all. Okay, so we had a look at tennis. Badminton. I will try to not make cock jokes. Might be quite hard though. Ah. Okay. Right, so we're calibrated. Bugger.
1-0.
Can you see underneath me there's like an arrow pointing to where I'm going to whip it? Obviously, you know, bouncing in badminton, it is all about precision, and that does make it not a slower game, but a more deliberate game than tennis, where I feel with tennis that I'm just randomly whacking everywhere. I feel like my brain is
3, 1.
a bit more appreciated maybe with badminton than anything else.
2, 3.
I whipped and it didn't do anything.
Four, 2.
I do.
2.
If you can whip in a crafty overhead, that is a very good way of obviously getting the odd point.
6, 2.
Move control. My camera was just having a bit of a wibble wobble.
7, 2.
Still, again, I'm flailing arms around, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm exercising.
8, 2.
This guy's not very good. He's worse than me.
9, 2.
Ooh. Thank you.
That's next. Game, set, match. Imugi.
Hey, Buki Readings. Yes, we're off to the quarter-final. One. So that's how badminton plays. Let's see what's next on the old agenda. Squash. I don't think I've ever played squash at school. Let me just drop this down a bit. Can't actually see any of my movements, I don't think. Can you see again just the way how the bracket goes?
One, 0.
The field of vision is very difficult in this one. At least you can see kind of where it's going to bounce. Even if your character is not quite sure whether it should go to the left or the right hand side of it, which makes it a bit awkward. This seems a little bit more, again, intense I think than the badminton as well. Still danger shot.
2,
What?
0.
Fine. Oh, because you think it's going to go one side and then the character just keeps moving. I don't know how much of a say I really have over
1, 2.
the character itself, but never mind. I can see this causing endless rallies actually in
3, 1.
multiplayer if you get the hang of it. Very difficult. Especially as when I'm recording this, I'm not in HD as well. Okay.
5-1.
Isn't going well, kids. What?
6-1.
I didn't do anything! Fine. I think my excuse now is just to not to use the trigger button, because every time I've done it on squash it's given me an out or a foul. So it seems like a pointless addition. But anyway, when you're in career mode, you have different seasons, of which you, depending on how you do, qualifies you for different cups and little exhibition tournaments. It's all a bit by and the by, because it seems to give you then extra points for each championship that you do. And that seems to give you your end rank at the end of the season anyway. How? Why? I don't get it. I'm glad for this one to be over. I'm not getting on with squash. Again, trigger button. Lesson learned, don't bother with the trigger button on squash. But despite being utterly crap, still got a closed cropped hairdo. Doesn't that make it all worthwhile? That looks suspiciously like a Samsung on the old main menu. I'll accept a private cup, but I'm not going to it. What on earth did I do to manage that? Anyway, let's have a go at beach tennis whilst we're at it. Surely going to be like volleyball, but with mallets, or rackets rather. Mallets. Excellent.
15-0.
I don't think I could do beach tennis.
0.
I'd get so annoyed with all the sand in my feet that I wouldn't be able to concentrate. Yeah.
0.
Does anyone have this game? Does anyone remember this from the launch titles of the move? Does anyone still play it? I'll be interested to know. What?
15-0.
Jumping up and down like a moose. That's when it annoys me, this game. Quite clearly I am doing something. Oh yes.
All.
Quack, quack, quack. Woo.
Match point.
That was a bit vicious, Simon. It worked. She quite clearly is the tart of the game with her little. I've noticed I'm not unlocking anything for her during these either. It's all for the other characters. Oh well. Never mind. So that leaves table tennis. Well, table tennis is bad enough on London 2012. This came out way before that. So let's see how terrible this is. It's so unusual to have table tennis actually done properly, I find, on a game. Not that there's much call for it, I'd imagine. Do you remember Rockstar done one on the PS2?
1-0.
Again, just like badminton, can you see the blue, obviously the name's there, but can you see the little triangle that's going round? That's what decides where your aim is going.
0-2.
Which actually takes a little bit more getting used to, because you're more like
1-2.
and if you look too much at that, you do what I just did.
Three, 1. Four, 1.
God knows where that was coming from.
2, 4.
Yeah. Getting a bit vicious, the old CPU. Woo!
2, 5.
And it gets to a point with this one where you're just like, "Bah, bah," just to get it, because a quick one seems so impossible to therefore counter.
7, 2.
Actually, the quicker you can get in a slam like that,
2,
the better.
8.
I wonder. No.
3,
Boo! Okay.
4.
You're doing so well, Simon. Come on, you can win this. Make it 2 out of 5. In the old victory from. Hey!
4.
I hit the poor guy behind. Not very packed, is it, in the grandstands either?
4, 10. Match point.
Ibuki, Ibuki. Take that,
Match.
biatch. That, in essence, then is Racket Sports. That'll do nicely. There is party mode as well. I'll have a quick look in actually, see if there's anything that is different from the one players and everything else. I'm not puffed out. I don't feel like I've done a workout at all. Probably just as well because I have been so fat of late. Okay, you're going to play a series of tests of 90 seconds each in mixed teams with special rules. The aim... Okay. Let's have a go at party mode. Have we got enough time? There's enough on the camera. Let's do it. Looking a bit exotic. Okay, so we're all taking it in turns by the looks of it. Oh, I don't want to be the one that ruins this. Ah! The ball gets faster each time. That's not fair. So by the time it gets to me, it's already going nuts. Okay. I didn't even look at that. Simon is rubbish. Come on! Got to know where you are in the order of things as well, actually. Hey! Oh yes! Woo. It's me out of it for a couple of goes. Oh, no way was I going to be able to do that. Come on. Right, we've got to win the next point. Otherwise, we lose. Oh, got it. Oh, what? That's impossible. Okay, we lose slightly on that. You're alright. Alright, love. Calm down. Just a commercial. Okay, so we sucked at that. What's next? Not very good at this game, am I? But at least you get to see what it's like. Righties become lefties and vice versa. Oh, okay. That's not very fair. I'll have... Oh, it all feels so wrong. Oh, it's like... Oh, I don't know. Eating... broccoli. Wrapped in cabbage. Yeah, there was no... No. Oh, I can't. Ah! Well, at least I can serve. Come on. I actually done something on that one. What? Am I really acting so spasmodic that actually doesn't understand? Keep me out of it, I'm quite happy. Yeehaw. Oh, come.
5-0.
Got a trophy. I have it. You know, I've gained a trophy. God knows what for. That is all good to me. Probably you suck. I'm not losing this point. I've lost every other one. Come on. But it's not going to be me that loses this point, he says. Doubles is much harder potentially because there's less places to chuck it. I'm so glad she's doing the donkey legs of the work. Oh no!
6.
Rubbish. Oh, you rubbish piece of rubbish. Oh, get it off that hand, that was wrong. It's not so bad when you've got one in both, that makes sense, but just in the... So, quite blatantly last. Backhand slash. Okay. Her. Boo boom. Okay. Awesome.
1-0.
Loving the really over-the-top backhand that I can do. How on earth did they get that back? No! I suppose I can't really moan since I barely made a point all party game. First time I've actually been vaguely competent.
2,
Yes! Thank you, you made up for yourself.
One,
Woohoo! I actually win something.
4, 1.
Ha!
1,
Take
5.
that, Moose. No!
5, 2.
It's okay, we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it. We can't lose this many points. Oh,
2,
in fact, we win one! Oh yes. Right in the nook and cranny of it all. Oh,
6, 3.
idiot. I win something! It ends on a high. Does that mean I place third overall as well and not bum last? That'd be great. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You know it makes sense. Fingers crossed. Yes! Third! Ah, the day is good. So that is Racket Sports. Available, I think it came out on Wii first, but this Move 1 is specifically obviously for PS3. Hope you enjoyed. I don't feel puffed out or like I've done anything at all, so from an exercise point of view, thumbs down. Fun side point of view, middling, because you've got some control issues potentially there with exactly who runs where. And I've got a funny feeling that top spin 4 is a little bit better, and we'll get onto that later on. But thanks for watching. I'm going to quickly replace the game and recharge my camera, and we'll be back for Pretend next day so that I can catch up with my fitness fun and pretend I've not eaten an entire family cheesecake. Bye for now.